y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am so excited because look what I have. 12 days of Lunar Beauty. Now, if this is your first video here, I did let my subscribers know in my Sunday video and on my community tab that I actually purchased the 12 days of Lunar Beauty advent calendar from Lunar Beauty. I actually bought the calendar, I bought some lip oils, and I bought some other things that I didn't have, and just some other things. So I bought that, and I'm sitting on the couch tonight hanging out, and my husband's like, your Lunar Beauty order's here. I was like, I didn't get shipping notification. I opened the box. I'm like, oh, almost the other stuff I ordered is in here. This is PR. I got this in PR. My best friend Manny sent this to me. No? Okay. Sorry. I thought if I called Manny my best friend that like Laura Lee would appear to like fight me or something, but that didn't happen. I'm kidding. I'm so excited though. Lunar Beauty sent me this. I bought a set for myself, probably going to give that to a friend of mine. I have the 2 new lip oils. I also bought these and they were sent to me. Those I'm not giving away because if you're new here, those are my favorite lip oils. I've literally emptied 3 since he launched the first one. It's my favorite lip oil formula. So those I'm keeping because I need them. I'm so excited. What we are going to do today, this is the longest intro ever. Let me just tell you, hey, my name is Heather if you're new here, and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new makeup videos every single week, so if you're looking for new fun makeup content, this is the place to be. I am over the moon, over the joy, excited about this. I cannot wait to see what's in the box, so let's just jump into it. In case you couldn't tell, I am excited that I got this collection. I'm so excited. I do have an affiliate code with Lunar Beauty. If you want to save on this advent calendar, I checked like 10 minutes ago. It is still in stock on Lunar Beauty's site. My code with Lunar Beauty is Heather. I will put it in the description box for you. If you're curious, you don't have to use my code, but use somebody's code, you know, because we're always trying to save. But look, you know, on Christmas morning, me and my brother would wake my parents up, and I always remember that I had to wait for my mom to make her coffee before she would sit down and we could start opening presents. So that's what I'm going to do to y'all right now, and we're going to talk about the Lunar Beauty lip oils really quick before we get into the advent calendar. Now, on my lips right now, I do have the shade Tease Me. This is the more purple shade, and if you have the first lip oils he launched, I've already bought more because I needed more. I love this lip formula. Very thin on the lips, smells amazing, tastes amazing, but he added more pigment. So this is the shade Tease Me. And then he made a more red shade called Love Me. I will show you a quick clip of me wearing this shade in case you want to see it on the lips. And I don't have any other, like nothing underneath to color my lips. Feel great, taste great, smell amazing. What we're going to do with this advent calendar, I'm so excited. I never buy advent calendars, but I watched Manny's video, and these are new eyeshadows, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there then. I love exclusive items. I love a mystery. I love a limited edition launch. So this calendar, let me open it up for y'all. Here. I want to see what's inside. I haven't seen any spoilers. I haven't watched anybody's video except Manny's reveal video. We have a nice note from the MUA himself. And then inside, my head's too big. Let me scoot over. On the inside, we have 12 days and a palette. So this is an empty palette, and then we get to put the 12 shades in. I'm excited about that because a palette layout is so important, and it's so fun. I actually got to collaborate and create a palette with Adept Cosmetics earlier this year, and creating that, it was a very long process, but putting the shades where I wanted them to be, thinking about the layout of the palette was such a fun process. So I'm looking forward to having these single shades. So what we're going to do, we're going to open it all up together. If you don't want spoilers, now is your time to click out of the video because we're going to open up all 12 days. I'm going to look at the shades. I'm going to show you the shades, and then I will put them in the palette. I'll show you the palette. I will show you swatches of everything, and then we will do an eye look. You see, I don't have any eye makeup on, so that's so we can use these. So let's get to opening. I want to open day 1. I want to open them all, but let's start with the Z palette. Listen, I'm not trying to break a fingernail, so let me get a tool and open this up. Okay, so the empty magnetic palette looks like this. It fits in so well with the rest of the Lunar Beauty brand. The moon is raised. The trees here are raised. Like, no corners were cut in this packaging. No corners were cut. And then it's not just a empty magnetic palette. I love that. But there are actually slots for the shadows, which, attention to detail. And we've got a nice mirror in here. No corners were cut in this process. I can tell. Also, you open it up. Okay, so you saw. So I just popped the days. They're all in their own little box. In the, like, reveal video that Manny did, he only showed 3 of the shadows. So I'm excited to genuinely go into this not knowing what is in this box. Again, if you do not want any spoilers, this is your cue. Don't be here. Don't be here because I'm about to spoil it. All right, this is box number 1. Ooh, we have a pretty gold shade. I can see some different reflex in here. This is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a struggle. This video is going to require a lot of editing because how am I going to get all these shadows out? Okay, so the first shade is this beautiful bronzy gold. Don't worry, at the end, I'm going to put them in the palette. I'm going to show you a close-up. I'm going to show you swatches, all of that. But let's look at day 2. It's a plum matte. It's a plum matte. It's a plum matte. I don't think he showed us a plum matte in the reveal video, did he? It was just like 3 neutral shades, and I was hoping for color, unless I'm forgetting. I mean, I was really excited to watch that video, so it's totally possible I could be forgetting. Plum matte. Yeah, we'll use this in our look today. I'm 99% sure about that. Let's look at day 3. This is fun. Is this fun? Like, imagine giving somebody this as a gift on Christmas morning. Ooh, like an icier shade, a neutral shade, but more on the icy side. So if it is your first time here, I love neutrals. I love color. When it comes to makeup here, I don't discriminate. I definitely gravitate more to things that are not just like neutral shades. I always have people tell me I like natural colors. Me too. Blue is such a natural color, like the ocean. Lime green, like frogs. The sky is blue. Have you been outside? Okay, we have a beautiful warm brown. Pretty. This was day 4. So I kind of expect most of the shades in here to be browns, bronzes, and golds. Very pretty. Okay, so that was day 4. Let's look at day 5. Day 5. Okay. Day 5, we have... Ooh, that's icy. Like, that's way more icy than that other shade. Okay, okay. Let me open it. Ooh, this is more like cool. I'm just going off of, like, what I can see in the pan, obviously. Haven't swatched or anything, but that is like ice. Okay, that is really a perfect shade for the theming of this palette. Day 6 now. We're almost halfway into it. What do we have for day 6? Oh, yellow. Oh, I love yellow. I did not expect a yellow. Okay, yellow matte is surprising me, and I'm here for it. Ooh, a purple matte and a yellow matte together. Okay. Day 7. Oh, I'm excited. Yellow? I just didn't expect that. So what else is coming? Yellow has been the most surprising shade. Ooh. This is like a bronze, but it's kind of like purple in the light. I'll be interested to swatch this one out for sure because it looks bronze, but then it looks like they're, I don't know, like maybe almost like a purple undertone to it. Let's see. Okay, day 8. Day 8. All right. Olive, olive, olive. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I have yellow, I have olive, I have purple. Did y'all expect this? I did not expect this. I just did not expect this to be like so many colorful shades. That is beautiful. Okay, let's talk about day 9 real quick. So if you did not watch the reveal video that Manny did, Manny said that he got these calendars ready, everything was good to go. He got these in from the lab, manufacturer, whatever, I don't know. I'm not a brand owner like he is. And if you didn't know, Lunar Beauty is independently owned by Manny MUA, okay? It's not owned by an umbrella company like some creator brands. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I am saying it is independently owned. So when you buy from Lunar Beauty, you're supporting an indie brand, somebody that owns their company, rather than a business with a huge parent company, umbrella company over it. So in the reveal video, Manny said he got these in and he was checking them and he was like, wait, one of the shadows, day 9, is not the shadow that I approved. So I think that takes so much integrity and I admire so much. We got, first of all, he said that before launch. It wasn't like he told his customers later. It wasn't even like he was like, it's fine, go with it, it doesn't matter, they'll never know. No, he sent a single shadow with the calendar. So there are 2 day 9 shadows, one separate. This is the one that he approved, the one that he intended to be in the calendar. And I just think that takes a lot of integrity. First of all, it tells me, the customer, that Lunar Beauty quality checks their palettes, that Manny quality checks his products. I don't know that every brand does that, and I don't know that every brand is as transparent as Lunar Beauty, and I admire that a lot. So in a baggie with the calendar, it says, go watch Manny's video. I will link it down below so that he can explain it all. But it says, hi loves, please replace day 9 shadow with this one instead. XOXO, the Lunar Beauty team. So it's sent in a box just like this. I'm going to open this one first and then I'll open the non-approved one also. But I won't be like, that's not the one I'm going to use in my look today. Green shimmer. If you're going to get a shadow right, a green olivey toned shimmer is the one to get right. Look at that. I have to mention, like, because I love the integrity. So we have an olivey shimmer. I'm already, like, I already know. My subscribers are like, you gave Heather purple and green together. She's going to use it. She's going to use it because I love that combo so much. So here's the one that was not approved. They look very similar in the pan. So I'm guessing it's a formula thing. Lots of integrity. Mad props to Lunar Beauty. Let's open day 10. Let's open day 10. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. Ooh, kind of like a mid-tone camely brown. Okay, so what I'm seeing already, just with the 10 shades we have, you want to create a neutral brown look, you can do it. You want to create another look, a more colorful look, you can do that as well. Let's do day 11. So there's versatility with this palette. And this is not a color story I've seen from Lunar Beauty yet. What is day 11? This is the purple shimmer. This is the purple shimmer. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Are y'all excited? Did y'all buy this? Or are you going to shop your stash? Did you put this on your Christmas list? Because that's beautiful. Okay, let's do it. Day 12, the last shadow, and then I will create my palette and swatch it out for y'all. What do we have here? Day 12. Black. Yes! I love a black shadow. Black shadow makes things so versatile. So versatile. I cannot wait. Yes, yes, yes for a matte black shadow. So it looks like I'm ready to create my palette. It looks like we have an equal number of mattes and shimmer shades. I am going to arrange my palette. This is cool, right? I'm going to arrange my palette. I'm going to clean up because all that trash I was just throwing on my floor. And I don't have a maid. It's me. So I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to arrange my palette. I'm going to show y'all my palette, show you swatches. I'm going to create a look. So let's do it. Okay, so I have arranged my palette. Again, very impressed with the packaging. Opening it up, this is how I arranged it. I'm going to show you a close-up. I did decide to put more of the neutral brown shades on one side, like kind of in this quad area, and then I wanted to put kind of the purples and the yellows together. I felt like this was most inspiring for me, and I did decide to go matte shimmer, matte shimmer, matte shimmer, shimmer, matte, you know, like it was just kind of pleasing to me, but I love that I can rearrange them if I want to. I'm going to show you swatches really quick, and I am going to put on eye primer. I always use an eye primer, and I will link everything down below in the description box for you as well. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm excited. I want to use a lot of shadow. I want to create a fun look. I'm going to start off with this yellow shade. This is like a kind of what I would say is like a marigold, more of like a faded 90s type of yellow shade. And then we're going to go in with this kind of bright olive green tone. And then I'm going to go in with this grungy purple. Ooh, I'm so excited, y'all. You have no idea. I do have something here to like clean my brushes off. Like I have a, when I say a something, all my color switches need to be washed. So I have this really old wash rag, and I'm going to clean my brushes off on it because I want to use my Lunar Beauty brushes too. I bought these when Lunar Beauty first launched brushes, and I've loved them, loved them, loved them. I probably need to buy myself a second set of eye brushes from Lunar Beauty, honestly. But I'm going to take this yellow, and I'm going to buff it into the front half of my crease. And look, here is my crease, right? I have deep set eyes. I'm taking this yellow up above the crease because when my eyes are open, I want you to see it. And with my deep set eyes, I want to lift this area. I want to bring it up, kind of use the shadow to open up my eye. Never feel like you can't take your shadows above your crease or below your crease or whatever you want to do. Makeup is fun. No one else is wearing your face around. Not a single person. I mean, it is Halloween still, I understand, but if all goes right, you're the only person who's wearing your face around. So do your makeup how you like. I do. Okay, I'm just buffing that off a bit. So far, it performs like the Lunar Beauty formula I know and love. I'm going to go into that olive shade now. Now, I'll also let you know that I do have a Lunar Beauty playlist. If you would like to check out my thoughts on any of his other products. I love Lunar Beauty. I've been buying from the brand for years. I have a video like 7 looks with some of their palettes, but I'm just kind of buffing that olive shade on. You can see it's nice and pigmented. It's not taking me a lot of work to get it to do what I want it to do, which is truthfully what I expect from the Lunar Beauty formula because I've always had a great experience. Okay, now I'm grabbing another Lunar Beauty brush and I'm dipping into this purple right here. This is a really beautiful purple shade. I'm just gonna look using the mirror in the palette and I'm going to tap it on like this. So I'm taking this closer to the lash line because I want it to stay deep. So I'm just bringing it right here and then I'm kind of putting this at an angle, you can see, for the last part, and then I'm just going to slowly blend. And once I have that purple down, I'll actually take a clean blending brush. This one from Lunar Beauty I really like. And I'm just going to use this to buff out where the shadow ends. I like using a clean brush for this. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see everybody's looks with this collection. I just think this is so incredibly fun. Okay, feeling how these three colors are together. Now I'm gonna take this little Lunar Beauty brush and I'm going into the matte black shadow, and I wanna put that really close to the lower lash line, and I'm just going to drag it about like this, putting it underneath the lower lash line, back and forth like that. And then what I'll do is, where's that other brush here? This like more of a pencil shape brush. And we have two different warm browns here, but I want to go in with the deeper one, and then I'll just lightly tap my brush into the lighter one, so that I can kind of make my custom shade. And I'm going to blend this underneath the black and use this to drag a bit lower and just kind of smoke out the lower lash line. But I wanted to put the black down first and then kind of these warmer brown shades underneath it, so that we have a nice fade and kind of a nice transition. Okay, we have all the mattes, and I mean all the mattes. We used all the mattes. That wasn't my intention going into this look, but that's where the look took us. So with Lunar Beauty, I've never, here's the thing. For my look today, I'm going to use the KARLA Fix Potion to prime my lids for the shimmer shades. And anytime I do that, I do have people ask me, not a ton of people, but even one person. So I just want to say, you don't have to use a glitter primer. You don't have to wet your brush. You don't have to do anything like that. If you want to use your fingers, you want to use a brush, whatever, I think these shadows are going to be beautiful. That's always been my experience with Lunar Beauty, but I love makeup. I love techniques, trying different things. So I want to use the KARLA Fix Potion or your NYX Glitter Glue. Unearthly makes a glitter primer type of thing. These are not glitters, they are shadows, but I have a lot of fun like making the shadows pop, pop, pop. So I'm going to put that down, and then we're going to go in with these shimmers. And what I'm going to do is go in with this purpley shimmer first, so out here, and then we're going to go to the olivey one. We're kind of going to mimic what we have going on in the crease, and then we'll go in with this yellow one here. And then for the inner corner, I want to use this icy white shade. So we're going to use 4 different shimmers. I'm going to put the Glimmer Grasp down. Let me find, I always like to just use a really small brush for this. So I'm going to put that down, and then we'll go in with the shimmers. Okay, so I have the purple shimmer, and I'm going to put it right here. Again, I'm just using my Lunar Beauty brushes for this look. I'm going to just press those right on to that KARLA Fix Potion. Then I'm going to grab this smaller brush. I'm going to go into the green olive. Ooh, just looking at it in the pan, it's so pretty. And I'm going to kind of pat that onto the middle of my lid, so it's going to come between the green and the yellow, creeping on over to be a bit under that yellow matte shade, just pressing it on. Always press on top of the Glimmer Grasp first, and then I go back and blend. Then I'm going to go into that more yellowy gold, and I'm going to press that on. Ooh, yes, just pressing it on to the KARLA Fix Potion like that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy with how my look is coming together. So once I have that pressed on, I'll let it dry down for a second. make sure the glimmer primer is set before I blend. And then I'm going to go into that icy shade and highlight the inner corner. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Wow. I am feeling so happy with how this look is coming together. Now, I do want to put on eyeliner. I want to put on lashes. But this is the look right here. I'm going to see if I need to do any more blending. But I'm going to do liner, lashes, and then I will come back and we'll see how it all comes together. All right, y'all, here is the finished and completed look. Okay, before we get into my thoughts, let me tell you what else I have on. So I already told you what I have on the lips. Of course, you know what's on the eyes. I just used black eyeliner. And I use these lashes. These are the faux mink lashes from Lunar Beauty. These are the ones that came in the mystery box because I bought the mystery box Lunar Beauty did last year, maybe? I don't remember, but I bought it. So, of course, I'm wearing the palette, but I am also wearing the Nude Prism Blush Palette. I have the first blush palette too, absolutely love. I'm wearing Pink Prince right here, this shade. And then for highlighter, I'm wearing this palette. I believe this is discontinued. Manny, if you watch this, I don't want to hear excuses. I just want this palette to come back. No, I'm sure there are reasons this was discontinued, but I love this. This was part of the Greek Goddess collection, one of the first Lunar Beauty collections, I believe. Not the first, but one of the first. And I'm wearing Harpy and Phoenix mixed together. That's the highlight you see on my face, on my nose, kind of everywhere. Let's talk about this palette, though. I didn't really have expectations when I bought this, but I was hopeful that it wouldn't be just browns, just neutrals. So I am very surprised. Lunar Beauty did an amazing job surprising me. Like I said, I did buy this whole collection plus some other things, but this that I have in my hands, I think I have it so quickly because it was sent to me. So the other one will be a present for somebody, but I'm very surprised. Looking at this, I was like, okay, I hope it's not just brown shades. But of course, we do have enough of those tones to create that type of look if that's what you want. And I will definitely create that type of look as well. I love that we have these two beautiful warm browns and a black shade. I love that we have a very light shimmer. I like overall that the color story goes very light to dark, but I am so happy that we have purple, green, and yellow in this palette. I think that is so fun. You don't have to use them all like I did, but I'm too excited. I'm like, I want to use them all. You don't have to use them all, but I chose to. I think they're so beautiful. Like I said, I was kind of thinking neutrals. I was like, maybe based on the packaging, maybe there'll be like one blue or so. But no, this is not what I expected at all. I do think this is a beautiful fall color story. If Lunar Beauty had just launched and said, hey, this is our palette, I would have bought it. I would have bought it. I think it's a beautiful color story. I'm very happy with it. Let me know. Did you buy this? Are you planning to buy it now that you know what's inside? Because I know a few of y'all were in my comments telling me that you want to see it. You want to see it before you buy it. And I totally get that. I think this would be such a fun gift for a makeup lover. It's just really fun. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that if you like this video, you will give it a thumbs up. Please remember, the best way to support your favorite creators is to click on their video, which you already did. Subscribe, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment. I appreciate so much when y'all leave comments, when you leave emojis, whatever you want in the comment section. I really appreciate it, but I do hope that you're having a great day. I am planning to have 7 videos this week, so make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out, and I will see you then. I'm excited. I want to go show my husband and my kid this look because I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna have to take some pictures, but I'll see y'all soon. Bye.